When I ask Christians about the Old Testament, and I ask them, why was God so wrathful back then and so generous and patient and kind and loving in the New Testament? One of the more common answers that I get is that, oh, well, that was just, we really needed a savior back then. The extent to which God did horrible things is just evidence of how evil and wretched and wicked people were back then. In some twisted way, the horrible things that God does in the Old Testament is a depiction of love. We just can't understand it with our feeble little human brains. And this feeds into all the other horrible things you hear Christians say about themselves, like, oh, we are lowly and wretched and wicked and just we deserve death and suffering. We deserve to be thrown into a pit of hell and fire for all eternity. And this is just so sad to me when I hear this from people, from otherwise perfectly reasonable people, to speak so horribly about themselves and about everyone else that they know. To those people, I would say, remember that you are fearfully and wonderfully made in the image of God. And also remember the greatest commandment is what? To love the Lord thy God, and also to love your neighbor as yourself. I feel like a lot of Christians forget the second half of that sentence. As yourself. How can you possibly love your neighbor without loving yourself? That doesn't mean that we wallow in sin. We should always be trying to do better. It just means having a little bit of compassion for yourself. Even with every horrible thing I've ever done in my life, and I've done my fair share, I know for a fact that I would not deserve to burn in hellfire for all eternity. Nor would any other human being I've ever met, and nor would any other human being that has ever lived.